Alright, e-bikers, electricians, let's do some range testing on the XPedition. So Lectric claims a range of 150 miles with the dual batteries on this cargo e-bike here. We'll get the dual battery setup. That's 28 amp hours of battery, 48 volts. That's a lot of watt hours, so I don't think we're going to get 150 miles. I'm going to try and pedal in the PS2 level, which I think is the most cruiser friendly, and we'll see what we get here. It's going to take me a number of days to finish this test, so I'm going to do it in stages. And you can see here I've got the panniers on there, one of the cushions on the back, and also a smaller cooler bag, so that's kind of a new addition as well. Thought I'd try out this setup for a while, see how I like it. I do like the look of it. A little bit more than the Orbiter one. I don't know, I'm not sure yet, but it's a cargo e-bike with lots of storage with those extra large panniers on the back. So anyway, let's get on the road and get this first day started. I'll report back on the first day and let you know where we are as far from a voltage standpoint on this XPedition. So let's hit it. Starting voltage is 54.5. It was 54.6 a second ago when I turned it on. That's what we're starting out with, and I'll report back after each trip and let you know where we're at. I just noticed something now. I had the speedometer app up on my phone. I'm using it to record now, so I can't show it to you, but this is off by a good mile and a half, particularly at the low speed. So I'm only doing about 13 miles an hour right now, according to GPS. So I'm gonna have to contact Lectric and see if there's a wheel size fix I should put in this settings here. But yeah, I'm not doing 14. I'm not doing 15. I know what 15 feels like, and it's not this. This is more like 13. So stay tuned. All right, day one testing in the books. A couple of notes. So first of all, the panniers tend to unfold when you're riding. So I want to see if I can get some bungeeing cords back there to kind of strap them down. I know Lectric sells bungee cords, so I might get a bungee cord and just kind of wrap up each pannier there and see if I can get them to stay closed. That's the first thing. The second thing is this bike is heavier now, so I weigh 175. There's probably like 15 pounds of accessories on it, and it does feel heavier when you're riding it versus when there's nothing on the bike. Just kind of feel the weight in the back almost. I think that the panniers themselves weigh about 10 pounds total, from what I read. Then you get things like the lock, the bottle cage, the extra bags, and the phone holder, things like that. So, all right, so I got 15 miles. So you see there, 15.2. We're at 51 voltage, which is pretty good. It's like 80%, I believe. So if we get 60 miles, and these are real world conditions, guys, going up and down hills, a few flats, but a lot of inclines, declines. And because of the speed, PS2 is only about 13 miles an hour. And again, I got to contact Lectric and find out if that is why it's reading 15. But I think it's the wheel size. But PS3 is actually, there's a huge step in speed when you get to PS3. So if PS2 is averaging about 13, PS3 gets it into the low 20s. That's a big jump. And I don't like riding that fast. I think the optimal speed for kind of cruising around your neighborhood is about 15, 16 miles an hour. And that's the speed I feel most comfortable at riding. So, but PS3 it really boosts you into the 20s there once you start pedaling into it. After maybe like 10 seconds, you really get up there. So I'm going to be basically doing this test between 2 and 3. I'll be using 3 when I need it and 2 when I don't. So keep that in mind. So we'll average out the speed. I think my average speed today was about, according to my watch, was about 12 miles an hour. On this first go round here. So that's where we're at. My guess is, 60 miles of real world riding conditions, and stay tuned for day 2. All right, day 2 range test. It's probably going to be a 4-day affair in this thing. So we're at 140 miles. Started at 126, 125 actually. We're at 51.4. So that's, I think it's over 80% roughly. Let's get on the road and get the mileage going. All right, day 2 in the books. Did 15.35 miles, so we're at about 30 miles now. Our voltage is at 47.5, which I believe is less than 50%. I'll check the battery chart, but that's where we are. So we're halfway there essentially. I don't think we're gonna get 60. I think we're gonna get more like 50, 55. So I'm not gonna bore you with another day 3 video. I'll just finish this trip when I can, and I'll report back on the final results shortly. Another day or 2. Need to just finish riding this thing. My butt hurts. That comfort seat post, it's a little, I don't know if it's the seat post or the seat itself, but my butt kind of hurts today. But anyway, onward and upward. Let's finish this out. Okay, day 3 testing. I went into the PS settings, and I noticed that my tire size was 19.7, so I just bumped it up using the plus button to 20. So I'm thinking that's why the speed was a little bit off. So let's test it out on this 3rd day of range testing. Starting day 3 with about half battery, 47.7. That's about 50%. So let's hit it. Now we're down to like 43 voltage. That's around 44 if I stop riding. But bike is slowed down a bit, 11, 12 miles an hour in PS2, so I'm not getting 60, that's for sure. Okay, range test complete. This was day 3 actually. I managed to finish the test. I'm at 42.7 voltage, as you can see there. So it's almost empty, it's just about there. It's gonna quit out on me basically any minute now. Final tally. I'll show you the final, I did 2 rides today, so I'll show you the final mileage, 175, which means we started at 125, 15-mile range, real world range conditions on the XPedition, the 2 batteries, 14 amp hour batteries, 48 volt, and up and down hills, a lot of coasting in between. Mainly a PS2 and 3. I'll put my average speed on the screen. I have to go look it up on the app, but 50 miles is real world conditions on the XPedition. Keep in mind, I live in a hilly area, so lots of inclines, declines, and nothing too flat here in Connecticut anyway. So if you're on AZ or Cali or Florida where it's flat, you should get a good 60, maybe 70 out of this in real world conditions. So anyway, that's it for now. Get any comments or questions, leave them in the comments there, and I'll see you next time on Crisscrossed.